Hey everybody, I am back with another celebrity message slash politician. We're going to look at Kamala Harris and see what can we expect out of her. I pulled the focus card 2 times and I felt a lot of sadness, not being comfortable and happy with her position. Yeah, I did it twice, I got it twice. And I'm very sure about it. There is some concerns here. So one thing we do know is things change once you get in there. Once you get into that position, things change. I have some disappointment here. I have some worry. I have some type of sadness here. But I do have a victory. I do have her being I have her motivating herself. So at the interest point of this position, there's some frustration, disappointment, and sadness. It's something that she learns about this position that keeps her in prayer. That has already happened. I have this emotional disconnect, but I also have her rooting for herself. She is her own cheerleader. So let's see if we can find out where this emotional disconnect is at and why this sadness here. It's something about the power. I think she learned about how powerful the position is and how much power the people have in them and how much they want power. I think she got a glimpse of some of the truths. I think she was able to see behind the curtain. It's a shock here, some type of shock to what's actually going on. And she has to make a decision to keep her integrity. This is a conversation within herself. Yeah. So the truth, some of the truth, has been exposed. Pisces has definitely gave her some information and showed her some things, and now she understands that this is all about power, and that worries her. Doesn't seem like she should be shocked about that, so it has to be very, very deep. She has to make a decision about who she was before she got here. I think she understands she can no longer go back to the energy and the person that she used to be. There's a decision that needs to be made about your old self. And I just saw Eraser. I think that was a movie. That's how that felt right then. What decisions are you going to make about your old self, your old life? Your old thoughts, your old views. She's being challenged to become something new. Because of what she's seen, because of what she heard. I have the entrance into the house. And it's filled with disappointment. And I have her looking at the statues and looking at the powers that be, the powers around her. And how people are empowering themselves. How they want power. How they have power. And there's a worry here about that. So it's kind of like going up the stairs. Because this is not new to her. I'm sure you're thinking it right now. Like, this ain't nothing new. She's been a part of politics. But I'm speaking spiritually. This is the upper room. And she has entered the upper room. And she has seen some things that has bothered her already. And she needs to make a decision about her past person, past energy, past life, who she is in the past. Who will she become? Some decisions need to be made. Yeah. Heartbreak and pain around those decisions. She doesn't want to be eaten by the dragon. I just saw a dragon on top of this King of Wands. I don't know. First time I ever saw it like that. And there's some heartbreak here. She does not want to begin a pattern with the enemy, or with this darkness, with this force, with this power. And she doesn't want to go back to it. So if I was able to put this in my own talking, I would definitely say, hey, I could have just stayed where I was at if I would have known that it was going to be like this. I already know that they were wicked, but now you guys are more wicked. And everybody's fighting for this power. Now I got to figure out how to make a stance in this situation. It hurts me because I don't want to be swallowed in. But at the same time, I have her believing that she's going to be a winner in this situation. She sees herself as a Six of Wands. She sees herself as a conqueror, and that she will overcome all of this. So let's see what this win looks like to her, because that's what she wants to do. She wants to win. She is very competitive with herself and with the world, I'll say. Winning is something that she desires to do. And the only way she's going to win is she becomes a new person and she leaves parts of herself behind. So she have a dilemma here. And this happens already. This is pretty quick. I don't know why it feels quick, but it feels very quick. It feels like as soon as she made it to the upper room, all of these things began to come out. Let's see what's the disappointment here, because I have some disappointment here. What is the disappointment? I see the anxiety, and it's the power in the upper room. And I see the decisions and the thoughts of going back and forth, like who I'm going to become and how I'm going to be in this situation. And then I got stress around this disappointment, thinking about this constantly and trying to see if she can keep her strength. There's a possible Leo. I almost said Leo and lawyer at the same time. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is a lawyer, or a Leo, or a lawyer that's a Leo, or both. There's some hindrance here from this Leo, this fire sign. Stress, hindrance, intimidation. Let's see if we can get some more on this Leo. This Leo is close to her, around her, watching her, stressing her, frustrated about the Leo, needing to figure out how to proceed with this Leo, or with, yeah, and I got her. There is a Leo here that is causing some pressure to a point where she has to figure out who she is. Or this can just be the energy as well. This can be her trying to figure out how to deal with the beast. The beast in the sea. Let's try this Leo again. Heavily connected to is very heavy. The Leo is intimidating. And it also feels like the Leo is helpful with the new stage. Maybe the Leo is the person who is trying to help her get along with everybody in the upper room, or understand the upper room. It's something trickery, but at the same time, the Leo feels helpful. So I can understand the stress around that, the disappointment around that. Not clearly understanding this Leo. I'm for sure it's a Leo. Very, very sure. Let's see what we can learn more about this Leo. This Leo is almost like the life coach, the deceiving coach. This Leo is playing a very big part. Letting her know when to rest, when to move, when to speak, how to get along with the people in the upper room, how to get by, how to make it. And this is what we can expect? That didn't match my question, but I guess it do. We can expect her going through the moment of, what is this? I just heard Nomani. I just picked up some of her energy. She's learning how to adapt in a big house. That's what she's learning how to do. That's what we can expect. So if this is the case, and I see her kind of mute, trying to learn the ropes, trying to fill in the gap, trying to get in, trying to fit in, trying to succeed. I think she's going to leave parts of her old self behind because she wants to win. She wants to have this victory in this position. I don't have her going back to the person she used to be. I have her in the midst of making a decision to become something else. And I have her being trained right now. Why do I keep seeing sea creatures? I keep saying sea creatures. I'm gonna tell you what I mean. Creatures and beasts and I'm actually coughing and getting in my because sometimes that happens when spirits don't want me to say certain things, but I usually overcome them. So let me tell you one thing. On this side, I saw a dragon. I saw a dragon. It's the first one that I saw. And I saw her looking at the dragon and understanding the dragon is here. And understand that the dragon is powerful. I have her meeting the dragon like the wizard. I have her meeting the dragon. The frustrations and the worries and knowing that she has to make a decision to no longer be who she used to be, whatever that is. She understands that it's a cost, it's a price. There's a power here. And then I see this beast, lion, the beast. But I really do see the beast. It's more than a card. I actually see it. The creature. And I also see her being trained and led. I just saw a fiddle. Who the hell is that? Who whistles? Who plays the flute to get the children to walk into? Who does that? Pied Piper? I think that's the Pied Piper. Something like that. R. Kelly. I know he calls himself the Pied Piper, and I think that has something to do with the influence and the manipulation of music. I just saw the flute, fiddle. I just saw that. And I see this mouth of a whale, which is another creature. This is my first time seeing the creatures. What are we talking about? We're talking about something that's not here. We're talking about something in a spiritual sense right now. And I am a spiritual advisor. I don't do practical readings. I don't do psychic stuff or psychic things. I don't do that. Sometimes those things pop up. Like in a message before I said, you need to check your car for service. And that'll pop in. But not too often. It's really just spiritual pain that I'm seeing. But for some reason, even in this spiritual reading, there's a spiritual place on top of this. This is like another level. We're talking about kingdoms. We're talking about something bigger than what we're talking about. Okay, so I got everything out that I needed to get out because I told you I got the coughing. And when I get the coughing, it's like a vocal restriction. And I get the sneezing, somebody's lying. And certain things like that happen. So the question was, what can we expect out of the vice president? The one thing that we can expect right now is that she's about to be all in. She is about to be initiated into the upper room. She is about to give it her all in all. She is about to sell herself. She is about to be a part of the wizard, the dragon, and I am sure of this. Case closed on that. She's about to make a decision to join. And I kind of felt right then, but didn't she already join at a certain level? This is another level. That's what's happening right now. Okay? I have her seeing a dragon. I have her. She has someone by her that's leading her through on how to handle everything and how to do everything. There's some type of coach next to her. It's a Leo coach. I'm sure of that. This coach is training her, teaching her etiquette of how to handle the upper room. That I'm for sure. And it's a stress around that for her. Teaching her when to speak, when not to speak, when to rest, when to put in action. This Leo is teaching that. And as she learns, she's getting far away from who she used to be. Let's see if we can get some information on what this used to be. This Six of Cups here is pretty much letting me know that it was one state over here, and the Scorpio is telling me it's one state over here. We're going from past to present. Who she used to be. What is this? She's making a decision. She hasn't even got to work yet. She hasn't even got to work yet. She haven't even started yet. I don't know what that means, but she hasn't even started. Yeah. I got Virgo. We're getting away from Virgo. And we're going into this change. We're going into a Scorpio, Leo behavior. We're leaving this Virgo energy behind. So this makes me want to say all this self-righteousness, all of that spiritual work and enlightenment, and we're leaving that. We're leaving light. We're going over here. And it sparkles over here too. We live in spiritual independent, spiritual. We live in a personal authority. And we're going into some type of order, some type of structure, some type of order. So this is what we can expect. This is not what I was expecting. And all of this is being done because of the Three of Pentacles. That is the focus card for all of this. All of this is being done because of the Three of Pentacles. Nothing can happen. She cannot go to the next place. She cannot start her work. She cannot do anything until she go through all of these different, feels like rooms, and get the teaching and the learning. She's being shaped to satisfy this King of Wands. She's being shaped and guided, taught, trained on how to satisfy this King of Wands. That's what's really happening. So this is what we can expect out of her. As of now, she's in training process to satisfy the party. And she's coming from an independence to something more structured. And the focus of this is all about the Three of Pentacles. This is the aim. This is the goal. The goal is to get you in this Three of Pentacles. But there is some things that you have to go through to get into this Three of Pentacles. And I actually just saw the Pentagon. And as I'm talking to you, I'm actually, for some reason, I'm taking these cards and I've been moving them away from the Three of Pentacles. I done moved everything away from the Three of Pentacles so much that the Three of Pentacles and the King of Wands is sitting in the center. And all the other cards is being pushed away. That's another odd thing too. It's like it's this jagged circle going around the King of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So that's the two. These two cards are the main idea of what we can expect. We can expect for her to please the dragon. We can expect that. And she's going through these different pieces and rooms and doors so that she can have an outcome of the Three of Pentacles. That's what this is all about. They're shaping her. So if you can picture the King of Wands and the Three of Pentacles in the middle, then you'll be able to follow me when I go around the circle of the different doors. So here we go. First door is who she used to be, who she was before she was chosen. She did not win this. She was chosen. She was chosen. Yeah. She was chosen out of a group. She was selected because she was spotted. I don't know what that means, but I just saw lambs, and I saw white ones, and I saw spotted ones. And this is actually biblical too right now. I just can't remember exactly where I read it at. The spotted ones. There was something about the spotted lambs. Maybe you guys can do some research on that. But I just saw the lambs, and no, I saw the spotted lamb, and then I saw the white lambs. And then I remember I read some scripture. I remember studying this. I used to go to seminary school. I remember that story, but I just can't remember that story. You know what I mean? So she was selected because she was spotted. I don't know what that means exactly, but noticeable. And she was already feeling unloved and unnoticed. Yeah. But she also had this spiritual enlightenment inside of her. She was able to see. And she was in love because of that back then. This Virgo energy is all over her. She had to make a decision to look at that and then reverse it back. That's the room of reverse. And the result of that is heartbreaking pain of needing to make that decision. Going into the house, the upper room, the White House, the vice president position, there's disappointment here. Worry, emotional disconnect, sadness of what's going on. There's fear and there's sadness about the power that she's seen going into the position, but still telling herself that she will have victory and that she needs to turn her back on the past and face what's going on now. Maybe she wanted to carry over or roll over some of the things that she was doing before. Whatever the case is, she knows that she has to make a decision to leave it alone. You cannot reunite with the past anymore. You cannot be the decision maker like you once were. You cannot bring your tradition and your life experiences and a way you used to do things in here. And you definitely can't bring that Virgo energy. So this is her trying to convince herself and support herself that she can be great on this side as well. Then there's another door of training. Miss Leo is a teacher, and they're teaching her how to see justice, see herself, but yet they're trying to teach her how to change herself and deny herself and deny justice at the same time. So we want you to see everything. And we want to take what you see and change it. Change it. Now take a rest. Now put in action. Now take a rest. It's back and forth. The teachings of this. Being able to see the full truth. To be able to see what's right. It's a gift. And that's what she has. She's able to see things clearly with major Virgo energy. And that is a good gift for them and for her. Now take what you saw and create something else. And I just saw Legos. And that's pretty much what's happening in that section. And then there's stress around what she's being taught. Okay? Got that? Good. All right. That was crazy. Okay, so let's go in the center and see why it's important for this Three of Pentacles to be here. And why is this process needing to lock everything in? Because this is how you lock it in. Yeah, so that she can speak correctly. So that she can be the Page of Wands. So that she can speak. And I mean correctly too. So she will be able to speak. So she will be able... Because I know I felt like she was mute at first. I don't follow them too much. I guess I should, right? I have to start following more. It hasn't been entertaining, but that's bad too at the same time. It doesn't have to be entertaining. It's about information. So I'm going to get back on that. I definitely just felt convicted to start paying attention more. This is all being done so she can connect, so she can be able to speak, so that she can be able to be that young, beautiful Page of Wands, so that she can be able to lead and influence. Yeah. So that she can be one of the daughters of the house. So that she can be that Queen of Wands. So she can be the part of that King of Wands. Speaking what the dragon says. I cannot make this up, you guys. It's just, I just don't have enough damn time in my day to make this up. What can we expect from this new vice president? We can expect that she will be speaking very soon. Speaking and leading words in power and strength from the person that is in charge or has the most power over her, to lift the burdens of the people. She'll be speaking in a certain way, a predicted way, to lift the burdens of the people. And all those things that's wrapped around this circle will be going into her speech. This is to prepare her speech. She's getting her speech prepared. Let me see about these burdens. What is these burdens? To lift the burdens of the people. It's almost like, as of right now, she is speaking from the energy of the King of Wands, taking her stance as the Queen of Wands, to take the people out of the burdened spirit. I just heard intercessor. The person who intervenes to take them out of the burdened spirit. Why? For what? And what is the purpose of taking the people from worry to not worrying? What is the purpose of taking the people from having troubles to releasing their troubles? What's the purpose of doing that? To restrict them? I can't make this up because this is what it says. This is what it is. It's like I'm lifting the burdens of a person so I can keep you restricted. That's what it says. To keep you grounded, to keep you stuck. Makes no sense. But it do. Spokesperson. Give them candy and never meet. So, although I did this backwards, that's what she's doing, taking them out of this burdened spirit so they can be stuck and restricted, so they won't be grounded in the things that's going on. I just feel dependency right there. It makes sense because she already comes with an independent authority that's understood. Okay, so we got that out the way. And what energy is this she comes in this Queen of Wands? I got this Queen of Wands here. It's the intent and the energy behind her speech. She used to be a dancer. Just felt dancer, gymnastics or something. She has no option but to come in this Queen of Wands energy. She has no option but to speak from the energy of the King of Wands. And I'm going to do one more clarification, and that card fell out. Let's get that. Oh, goodness. To produce speech with the energy of the King of Wands, to take away the burdens which leaves them restricted and not able to be stable. It's almost like I'm going to speak to you in a manner that it will make you feel good, but it will also leave you stagnant. We want you relaxed, no new beginning. We want you relaxed, energized, but stagnant. And this is the opposite of who she is. This is the opposite of what she was. I'm done with that. I will not do a summary on that, because I cannot do a summary on that. And it's just that simple. Let's see what's her biggest conflict in the office. What is her biggest conflict? I'm not even going to listen to that again, because that was complex. What is her biggest conflict? Oh my goodness, the same little sucker just came back out. I just got a little sucker. I don't even use that word in my life. I'm like, sucker? Oh, Lord. Her biggest conflict is the stress of the King of Wands. The mental pressure, the stress, the hindrance of the King of Wands. I'm laughing because he just came back out. The little sucker just came back out. He's there. That's going to be her biggest conflict. Trying to please, satisfy this dragon, this King of Wands. And I just heard Feed Me Seymour. Remember the plant? Little shop of horrors. I used to watch that. Okay. Let's see why so much stress. Her biggest conflict is the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords. This is her biggest conflict. It's just that boss that just get on your nerves, never satisfied. She has no love for him either, but she do love him because she feeds him. I'm rapping like Fabulous. That was like a little Fabulous thing right there. He raps kind of like that. Wow, that's deep. Can't serve two masters. Love one and hate the other. Yeah. She has no passion or love for the King of Wands. This King of Wands is a stressor. But she loves what she is experiencing in her position, so you do love him. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah. This King of Wands is causing so much conflict within herself. Her biggest conflict will be her thoughts towards the King of Wands, trying to serve that energy, trying to follow it. And she has no love for it. So she say. Okay, so let's look at this King of Wands. This King of Wands will be One of the biggest conflicts, trying to feed the engine, the motor. He's trying to live this way. This King of Wands is full of the Ten of Wands. Full of it. And I'm saying these cards out loud because I want you guys to be able to see it for yourself on this one. Yeah. How do I work? How do I continue to satisfy and work with this King of Wands? I'm trying to prevent from you guys asking me who the hell is the King of Wands. I don't know. I think it's like 4 creatures inside of the King of Wands. For real. Who is the King of Wands? Let's try again. Got Leo, very, very strong. Possible Scorpio as an assistant. But it feels like 4 creatures inside of one. That's what it feels like. Who is the King of Wands? And we'll close it out here. And maybe you guys can find some questions to dig deeper in there. I was looking for something else. But sometimes that happens. These are the ones I enjoy too. When I go in one way and come out another whole way. Who is the King of Wands? Wow. Sweet and spicy. That's how it looks. Sweet and spicy. Sweet. King of Wands wants to help you. Want to help you with your life. The King of Wands wants to make you happy. The King of Wands wants you to put in action. The King of Wands wants you to see yourself. The King of Wands wants you to reunite to your destiny and purpose. Also, the King of Wands does not want you to see. The King of Wands wants you to stay in this self-conflict. The King of Wands wants you to hang on to pain and heartbreak. The King of Wands doesn't want you to see your destiny. The King of Wands has lies and sneaky, stealing behavior. The King of Wands wants you to take action and sacrifice and offer yourself. The King of Wands does not want you to be a King of Pentacles. Sweet and spicy. Alright? Let's see how she feels about her president. I know I said I was done, but I want to try one more thing. I want to see how she feels about Joe. Oh, why did I feel like she flirts with Joe? My lip just dropped when I said Joe. I said Joe. And my lip dropped. And I kind of got this flirty thing going on right then. This could just be her personality, but she flirts with him. How does she feel about Joe? Let's see. She believed that he could make things better. She believes that he's getting, well, of course he's getting the most attention. But she believes that he's taking over the attention. She believes that he can make things better to a certain point. But she also don't feel like he has the balance, the righteousness, the groundness to make things work. She doesn't have a lot of faith in his work, but she do believe that he can promote some type of goodness. Let's see what that is, because that's a little weird. Oh, okay. I got it. That's done. All right. Finished. It was very, very clear. I didn't look at that. Straightforward. How does she feel about the president? How does she feel about the president? Why I call him the vice? You never know. This is what she feels about Joe, her president. She believes he can make the money, but everything else, she believes that he is not strong enough to do. That's very simple. I see a lot of trust and belief in the finances. He can produce that money. He can produce it. But when it comes to being stable, when it comes to doing the right thing, when it comes to the growth and everything else outside of finances, there's a lack of belief here. Okay? All right. So, that's what we have here. Get ready for the speeches of your vice president. Okay? Bye-bye.